Hello and welcome to another episode of Kuma's Kitchen. And this is one of our last ones of the summer because it's getting towards the end of August. It doesn't mean it's getting any cooler yet. So as all the hordes of tourists that came here this summer can attest, yeah, Japan's hot in summer. I heard that a lot. Man, it's hot here. Man, it is hot here. Yeah. Well, I think there's hotter places on earth, but still, yeah, it gets hot and humid. So it's nice to have things like potato salad. However, in Japan, potato salad is a little different. Now, potato salad first appeared in Japan in the Meiji period, which would be back about 1868 to 1912 was the Meiji period. The idea came over, and then, of course, it got Japanified, just like everything else does. So, what you're going to find in our potato salad is lots of other vegetables. There's potatoes, but there's also carrots in here. There's some corn in here. Now, what's nice about the carrots and corn is they add just a little bit of sweetness to the potato salad. Yeah. And not too heavy on the mayonnaise. A little bit of mayonnaise through there. Also, something that's a little different is we mash the potatoes just a little bit. Not fully, just slightly. Not mashed potatoes, but they're a little crushed. So you can see here. See, crushed. And then usually people put in ham in the potato salad here. But I decided to kick this up a notch and put in some of that beautiful barbecued pork, or yakibuta, which I get from a store in town here. And I cut that up into big chunks. Well, quarter-inch chunks, and it's not that big, but still big. So there's corn, there's some cucumbers in here, add a little crunch, add a little green color in there too. That's chasing away the summer heat right there. So let's go in the kitchen and make some of this right now. All right, for Japanese potato salad, well, there's not just potato and mayonnaise and all that. There's a bunch of vegetables in there, which really adds to the sweetness. One of them is carrots. Another one is corn. And, well, although this is very much the way a Japanese potato salad is, I've also kind of added the Riley Kuma's Kitchen touch to it, a little twist. So let's go over those ingredients. First of all, over here, we've got the mayonnaise. Now, that's got to be Kewpie mayonnaise. You want that rich, heavy Kewpie mayonnaise. I hear that you can get it in most Asian departments of supermarkets overseas now, too. Look for the one with the red cap on. That's Kewpie mayonnaise, and it's got a little extra richness and heavy body to it. So it's 1/3 cup of mayonnaise. Over here, I've got 1/2 tablespoon of Dijon mustard. Now, yes, if you're making a true Japanese potato salad, you'd use Japanese karashi. Karashi is the mustard here. It's very sharp. So if you're using that, I'd go about half that. I wouldn't go a full 1/2 tablespoon of that because that will blow your nostrils out. What you want is about, 1/4 tablespoon, part of a teaspoon. All right, over here, I've got 2 teaspoons of salt. No, that's not going in the salad itself. That's going in the water, so don't worry. It's not going to be that salty. Over here, I've got 2 teaspoons of vinegar. That's my, because we're in Japan, that is rice vinegar, but yeah, any vinegar is fine to go. Over here, we've taken a cucumber. And now that's a Japanese cucumber. They're about this long and about the thickness of a pickle. So think of that. There's nice thing about Japanese cucumbers, like a long English cuke, no seeds. If you're using a long English cuke instead, well, you'd have to cut down a bit. What I've done here is 1 Japanese cucumber, and I've sliced it about just a little over 1/8 of an inch, so about 3 millimeters thick, and quartered it. That's just the right size of pieces that you want in there. If you wonder how much that is, that's just about 3/4 cup is what it would end up at, okay? About 3/4 cup of that. Same goes for the carrot pieces. You end up with about 3/4 cup. Here in the middle, I've got canned corn. So that's 1/2 can, or if you can get one of those small cans, that's good. That doesn't have to be exact. Right? For this salad, if you're a little bit off on any of these ingredients, don't worry. It really doesn't have to be exact. It's kind of like what we call tekito. Just kind of make it to fit. That's good. So that's a little half of those full cans of corn, or a small can of corn, corn kernels, and they've been rinsed and drained. Over here, I've taken a half of a Japanese carrot, because if you've seen our carrots, they're like about this big. They're huge. So you want about a half of that. Regular carrot, use probably about 1 carrot to be about right. Like I say, you're going to end up with about 3/4 of a cup of pieces that have been sliced, again, just like the cucumbers. About a little over 1/8 of an inch, about 3 millimeters, and then cut into pieces about that size. I'd say quartered, but then with a big fat Japanese carrot, I also had to chop it up. So I want a piece about that size. Over here, now, a regular Japanese potato salad uses usually ham, but I like to throw a little extra touch in there. So this is some barbecued pork. A lot like ham. It's like a really good ham. You know, a little bit more bite to it. Yeah, it's a nice ham. So that is 6 ounces or 170 grams, and I've just chopped it up into about 1/4-inch little cubes. Over here, the main ingredient, the potatoes, and that is 1.5 pounds or 680 grams, 670 grams, around about there. Again, it's not that exact. It's how many potatoes you end up with, right? And then what I've done is I just scrub mine. You can peel them if you want. I like them just scrubbed. And then I cut them all into small bite-sized pieces. You want kind of uniformity of size so it cooks about the same. All right, so over here, I've got a pot of water, and I'm going to bring that to a boil. Should have done that a little earlier, but hey, bring that up to a boil. I'm going to add that salt in there. Give that a little stir around in there. All right. So I need to bring that to a boil. As soon as that comes to a boil, we're going to get the potatoes in there. So let's give it a minute. All right, water's come to a boil, so in goes the potatoes. Oh, one more. There we go. A little stir around, make sure that salt's distributed throughout them. Okay, what we're going to do now is going to cook these, boil them for about 10 to 15 minutes. What I want is fork tender. That means that a fork can easily go in there, or a skewer, or anything like that. Just about 10 minutes, we'll give them a test, and you'll be ready to start making potato salad. All right, see you back here about 10 to 15 minutes. All right, those potatoes just came out of the boiling water. I drained them. I did use a skewer on them, and well, it goes in very easy. So they're ready to go. Now, what we want to do, I've kept the pot. It's still a bit hot, but that's good as it dries it right out. And we're going to put those potatoes, I've drained them, put them back in here. Let's get this out of the way. Bring that pot over here. Yeah, it's still a bit hot. And now what I want to do is I want to mash them just lightly. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take that vinegar and just kind of sprinkle it across. There we go. Give us a little mash. Not fully mashing it, just breaking up a little bit. Still have a little bit of not consistent, what's the word I'm looking for? A little bit of the potato left there. Yeah, some days English just goes right out the window. All right. Okay, so see, there we go. We still got some pieces left in there. That's just right. I like that. So get rid of that. Get that off to one side. What I'm going to do too, while this is still kind of hot like this, we're going to let this cool. So see, all right, anything that didn't get broken, let's break that one in half there. All right, move that around a little bit. I'm going to throw those carrots in because I want to soften the carrots up just a little bit. So this way they're going to get semi-cooked. All right, now just got to leave that, let that cool down a bit before we add in the other ingredients. I'll see you back here when that happens. All right, that's been sitting here cooling about an hour. It's pretty good. It's not cold or anything, but the heat's off. So what I want to do now, first of all, let's get it into a bowl by here. Still gotta get myself another of this a beautiful wood bowl I had. Keep meaning to replace that. That one started leaking. But get a better quality one. And it just looks so nice to have your salad in a wooden bowl. But for now, this one will do. Put that off to one side. Okay, so what do I do now? First of all, we can mix in the pork here, the corn, and the cucumber. Oh, that's just going to be fantastic. This is like a meal in itself, this potato salad. And just kind of cut through and mix all that through there. Look at that color. It's going to be a colorful potato salad, isn't it? Okay, now, what we do here with the mayonnaise and the mustard. So, I want to mix that mayonnaise, or that mustard, into that mayonnaise. So, let's get that off there. All right, and just give it a good mix up here. Yeah, all right, I think that's ready to go. Now what I'm going to do now, get it into our potato salad. Okay. And just mix it in. All right, that is looking perfect. This is a fantastic Japanese potato salad. All right, let's have some of that. Yeah. Now, if you think it's not enough mayo, I add a bit more. Hey, this is a very flexible salad too. So you can always add a little bit more mayo to it, play around, see what you think. Want a bit more mustard? Add a little bit more mustard in there, get a little more sharpness. Whatever. It's just, and you got a nice texture in here. I'm just crunching on one of those cucumbers, right? Well, there's one there. Cucumbers right now. Fantastic. All right, so get yourself some Japanese potato salad. Hey, you like this recipe for Japanese potato salad? Well, there's more Japanese recipes on here, but there's also recipes from all over the world. I'm a very eclectic cook, and I like to make fusion, which is just kind of getting different ideas and putting them together. And you're going to find that throughout Kuma's Kitchen. Yes, these are original Kevin Riley recipes you're going to find on the Kuma's Kitchen channel. So do take a look around, check them all out. Also, make sure you subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on new ones coming out every week. Now go make this Japanese potato salad as we wind up summer. It's a great summer recipe, even at the end of summer. Fantastic. Enjoy. And make cooking fun again with Kuma's Kitchen.